Here we go. Here we go. Red alert. Red alert. TPS is in effect. TPS is no longer in effect. Are we in danger? Are we in danger? Somebody please let me know. Are we in danger? Are we in danger? Urban Matters BMGtv tuning in. I am your gracious host, Dr. Juice. And y'all already know what it is. And the question today is, are we safe from TPS? Now that TPS, temporary protected services, some people call it tether protected services, but now that TPS is abolished in America. I am your gracious host, Dr. Juice. Come on and join us today here on Throwback Thursday. We finna make it cook. All right. Thanks for joining us today. And today our topic is, are we safe from TPS? Is it still dangerous in America because of temporary protected service? Some people like to categorize it and pronounce it as tether protected services. But one thing about the TPS, it is now being abolished in America as we speak. And thank you for joining us today. Dry Bones, we got Dry Bones in the building. We got our sister Chef, and I think we got brother Shizzle Wilder in the building. Thanks for joining us, bro. Let's see what we got here, y'all. I'm gonna start it out like this right here, y'all. Get a real quick clip in for y'all, so y'all can see how a lot of this stuff transpired and just kind of took off. Let's see where we at right here. Throwback Thursday, y'all. Throwback Thursday here at Urban Matters BMG. And y'all remember this one, y'all. This is where a lot of this stuff took place. And I got another clip we're going to pull up real quick, y'all. Let me see if I got this one here. I thought I had the clip already pulled up. Let me see what's going on. Oh, y'all give me 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm going to take that one off right there. I'm going to stop sharing that one. Hit y'all up with this one right here. All right, we got it now. See if we can pull it up for y'all. Y'all remember this? And my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Haitian brothers and sisters, this is no shade being thrown at you, but we have to tell the truth over here at Urban Matters BMG. We're going to take y'all back a little bit on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to take y'all back just a little bit right here.
Found guilty of conspiring right here in South Florida to kidnap or kill in South. The four men were found guilty of conspiring right here in South Florida to kidnap or kill Jovenel Moise. Court documents say that South Florida was the central location for planning and financing the plot to oust the former president and then replace him with someone the conspirators chose. Jovenel Moise was assassinated in July of 2021 when about 24 foreign mercenaries, mostly from Colombia, attacked his home in the outskirts of Port-au-Prince. Haiti hasn't had an elected president since. His assassination led to unprecedented turmoil across the Caribbean nation, where gang leaders have grown increasingly violent and empowered. Some court observers say that they were satisfied with today's verdict.
Jovenel pick up Haiti. Jovenel was going to renew Haiti, renew the people, you know. Jovenel loved the country. He didn't want anything.
Are you satisfied with today's verdict?
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
The jury's verdict comes after closing arguments wrapped up on Monday. Jurors then deliberated at the federal courthouse in Miami and arrived at that decision earlier today. The 4 men were found guilty of conspiring right here in South Florida to kidnap or kill Jovenel Moise. Court documents say that South Florida was.
There it is.
Hey,
so that's going to bring us into our.
Don't forget
the wife. What's going on?
Don't forget the wife. You left the wife out. The wife.
Oh, yeah.
The wife was also.
Oh, yeah.
She was on the plot of the assassination here in South Florida. Oh, yeah. The wife was the.
Absolutely.
She was the provocateur of this whole thing. Don't leave that out.
Yeah.
That's a major part.
Absolutely. The wife. The wife. We're going to bring that in. We're going to bring that in later on, Dry Bones. Thanks for updating us on that. Yes, sir. And we got Brother Dry Bones. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to my brother's show, my good brother, on Sundays. Oh, ye Dry Bones Connection, the Helios Biblios.
Oh, man.
And make sure you drop that in the comment section, Dry Bones. Drop your link in there. That's for all my brothers and sisters who like to have that little esoteric view. And so we can deep dive into the empowerment of our spiritual being. And my brother, he brings that fire. We've had a lot of guests on this show. We had Judge Joe Brown. We've had Umar. We call him Fuma. We've had all of them on the show. I think even Tariq Nasheed been on the show a couple of times.
Right? Been on twice, but yeah.
Yes, sir. My man be putting it down. He be dropping that heavy game, dropping that heavy fire. But we want to know today, are we safe from TPS? And what's y'all views? I got my guests coming in. We got Dry Bones, Sister Shell. Sister Shell, I'm going to let Dry Bones go first and kind of give us an update or just give us his mindset and view about the TPS, the temporary protected status.
It was the same thing. It's just a new name. It was called Wet Foot, Dry Foot back in the day. Now it's called TPS. Same scenario. They're not going to do, because the Haitian community here is predominantly Democrat. So we'll see what they're going to do.
Exactly. And y'all should be mad at the Democrats now, man. My brothers and sisters.
I would think so, but
brothers and sisters.
They're going to blame Trump.
They the one got y'all. Oh, well, remember, I got a great clip coming up. Y'all going to enjoy this next one I got coming up. I got another one, boy. I got a great clip. Sister Shell, what do you think about this TPS protected status? And I know my good sister, she say, go home, get your paperwork, and come back. Hey, how you broke that down to me at the city hall meeting?
Mm-hmm.
We can't hear you. I think we got you on mute.
I can't hear it.
Can y'all hear me now?
There she goes.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying, go home and come back, because that's not fair for legal citizens to get their citizenship the right way. Why do they get to skip the line?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We want to know. We got Bro Mark in the building too. Bro Mark, thanks for joining us. We got Brother G just popped in on us. Brother G, salute. Bro Mark, yes. What you think about this whole TPS ordeal? I mean, do you think it benefits us as Black Americans, or does it put us in a bad predicament?
Absolutely, it benefits us. America is great for pulling in outside cheap labor in order to get a product to market as cheap as possible. That's why we're in this situation. That's how they came up with this whole slavery stuff. They were bringing all your Yugoslavs and your Jews, your Polacks and everybody else, because they needed more of them with that shade on them in America, and to outnumber us. And then they can flip the script on us. So they flip the script on us. And then when we still have the mental capacity that we do and did, then we're still overcoming. So what do they have to do? They mess with our mental. They start shipping people in that look like us, but aren't us, to get even more of them out there. And they put us underneath the trees in our neighborhoods jobless, and they put them in the jobs that we were doing. And then the ones that's not doing, the ones that are succeeding, they're not looking down and looking back and realizing what's really going on behind them. And that's how they can pull this off. But we finally got an administration here that's getting all these illegals out. The dark ones, the light ones, it don't matter, because they are taking away Black jobs and white jobs. It's about American jobs. If an American can do the job, then we have an administration that's clearing the way to allow Americans to do the job. I appreciate it, and I think it's a great thing for the people in the nation.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brother G, you want to chime in on this a little bit? The Emperor.
Yeah.
They call it
can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Going back to ancient times, and I'm gonna take it a little bit back further. You know, universal principle. Everything was about everyone was an immigrant, but you know, as times move forward, and even coming up to Pike and going into this so-called NWO, and we're headed towards a race war, as we can see, you know, for those who respond. And even going back to the 60s revolution, where we had all facets, and we thought that we would have come to the point of reparations. And so, and we fought for everybody else, but then the so-called or been minuscule to damn near everything, because, you know, at one point we thought, you know, reparations, if you want to talk about what King spoke about, the universal love, you know, we loved everybody else, but everybody didn't love us, or what we fought for, everybody else benefited with the exceptions of us. And so now, you know, when we look at the economic principle, we have a $2.1 trillion spending power. However, yet we don't have a monopoly. We don't have control. We don't have leverage. And see, that's the main key. And see, when we talk about DEI and we look at our brothers and sisters who, oh, don't touch the immigrants, and, you know, everybody should be able to come because they were immigrants. Yeah, that's true. Everybody immigrants. However, the difference between them and us was the wealth code. See, they jimmied out the land. They married into all these other bloodlines, but they left wealth behind for their generation. So when a Caucasian child or a person of other is born, they're 82% ahead of the Head Start. They got an 82% Head Start. So all they have to do is grow up, graduate, and go into their purpose. People of color, we have to start over from scratch and try to find the purpose. So, you know, the immigration part of that is good, because none of DEI benefits us by a long shot. You know, they're coming in with a fresh head start. And so,
and that's the thing. Let me chime in right there, bro G. So that's where we at right now. And you know, like, a lot of us gotta pay attention to the psychological operation and plan that's at play right now. They want you to think that it's all about the Haitians being you know, getting their TPS revoked. It's about, I think, Brother Shaq, you want to chime in on that a little bit? It's about 13 other countries that are also, but they want to literally always throw the black card, play the black card, because why? The black card has more leverage. Why? Because of our foundation to this land. And so everybody knows, man, without us, there would be no America. There would be no America. We the only ones, Bruh G, that can really say that we have a trace of lineage that's foundational to this land. You see what I'm saying? Everybody else, like you say, they visit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with temporary. Think about
We
it.
fought for
How would you feel?
We fought for everybody to get where they at, man. If it wasn't for us, it won't be no them.
Yep. And I'm gonna play a clip that's gonna prove exactly what you're saying, how ungrateful these folks are. But Brother Shaq, let me let Brother Shaq chime in on the TPS topic real quick while we got this intro going real quick, y'all. And y'all, we're gonna have to keep it, Bruh G. We're gonna keep it to like 2 minutes. Everybody, when you respond, so we can keep the flow of the show going.
Okay, bro.
Bruh Shaq, where you at? Oh Lord, Bruh Shaq probably done got him a little 2-piece chicken and biscuit. Oh Lord, he done got distracted. I'm gonna play this little clip right here while we wait on Bruh Shaq.
It's 17,
you there, Bruh Shaq?
It's 17 countries, bro. 17 countries involved.
Oh, 17. My bad. It's 17. But y'all remember this. Do y'all remember this right here, though? See if I can make it play. Come on, baby. Don't do this to me. Play now. I want you to play. Come on, come on, come on.
They two of their favorite people.
Nah, that sucker played earlier today. Let me see if we're going to play this time. Oh, we don't want to play.
I'll read them off, bro, while you get that straight. The 17 countries.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Afghanistan, Burma, Cameroon, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Haiti, Honduras, Lebanon, Nepal, Nicaragua, Somalia, South Sudan, Syria, Ukraine, Venezuela, and Yemen.
Check that out.
Now, y'all heard the names of those countries? Sir. I heard you, brother Dry Bones. So, and they want us to focus on Haiti.
Yep.
This thing digs a lot deeper than Haiti.
Exactly. That's why I don't want everybody to fall for the Jedi mind trick.
Well, remember, Brother Mark, remember Joe Biden them got them Haitians up out of here? Remember with the horses on the whip?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they put them out on the plane and got them out of here?
Got them out.
Mm-hmm.
Throwback Thursday.
But see, you know, it's a lot of important countries we talking about, especially they little God seeing Ukraine.
Who just got more weapons. So
right.
They played in front of our face. You got two, Netanyahu and homeboy, both of the same lineage, now receiving double funds going to Ukraine, and the amount of weapons they got now, they gave them more drones, and Lockheed Martin just had to make a contract for more missiles because Operation Fury took a lot of missiles that day. And now they're gonna make missiles. Now where the missiles gonna go, we'll find out. But yeah, y'all better look up. Whenever there's a war, people make money, man. That's common sense. They make money.
Yep.
Lockheed Martin. I'm giving y'all the name.
Banker wars.
Yeah, that's all this about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me play this clip right here for y'all.
Anything to encourage more illegal immigration into this country. We know now that too many people come in for medical care as it is. We certainly don't want them having the same benefits that American citizens are entitled to have.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants in this country.
Our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens.
We do not want to do anything to encourage more illegal.
What did they say? What?
Of immigrants. we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable.
They've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked, they're gone.
No great nation can be in a position where they can't control their borders.
We need to address the issue of immigration and the challenge we have of
Now, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Did that sound like the damn Democrats sounding like the damn Republicans now? What the hell?
Exactly.
Somebody please make it make sense. Because you know why? And me and Bruh Shaq, we had a talk about this earlier. Think about it, y'all. These people are what you call squatters. They're squatters in your home. Okay, now I'm trying to keep this 100. I'm trying to keep this positive family. My immigrant brothers and sisters, I am not speaking about you. The ones who come here the legal way, get your visas, you get your paperwork done. Sister Shay, you say, where your paperwork? Where your paperwork? Y'all get your paperwork. So this message is not to y'all. So don't conflate it. And that's what they want us to do. Make it seem as if we're targeting and we're trying to talk about our fellow brothers and sisters who come here through the immigration channels the right way, the proper way. But if you think about it, when you go to a hotel, right? Say Dry Bone, you were just out of town. You went up to the little area here, Kissimmee area, and you was now I know everybody don't do this, but most of us don't do it, and some of us do. When you went in that hotel, right? You had about 3 days worth of clothes, right?
Pretty much.
So you was there temporarily, right?
Yeah.
Now, did you take your clothes out? Now, because my wife do this now, so because y'all don't be shit. You don't throw no shade at me. She put all our clothes in the damn drawers, and she'll put them in, hang the damn the clothes up and stuff. Because she just
put my clothes in that shit. This is a good hotel.
Right, because you only there, Dry Bones.
Depend what you in.
Exactly. You right? And so she make it out of her home, but she does it for other reasons. But most of the time, most of us, we know we there temporarily. So it don't make no damn sense. We might as well just live out the suitcase, right? That's what I would prefer to do. I'm not going to put all my shit in the drawers and hang my shit all up. Yeah. And, you might put your toiletries and whatnot. You might put your toiletries in the bathroom. I get that part of it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we know we there temporary. So why would we go through all of that? And them people get ready to say checkout time. The checkout time, the lady knocking on the door. It's 9:44. It's checkout time, and you in there sleep talking about you ain't going nowhere.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
Okay, watch. I guarantee you finna go somewhere once the goddamn 5-0 come up in there. You getting up out of there. So that's what these illegals are doing. They come here on a temporary status. You knowing one day. I got this one clip I'm gonna play. This lady crying because she been here 26 years almost. She said on a temporary status. I don't know if she had a visa at first, and then it must have expired, and then she went on it in 2010 when the earthquake happened. That's when TPS really started in America during 2010. So we keep dropping, Brother G. We'll get you back in there, Brother G. But yeah. So you add 2010, it is what? 2026?
16. Yeah. 16.
Come on. You ain't got your affairs in order yet.
But can I?
Come on, man. You should have been when it got you a visa.
But can I expound on that?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. G.
Well,
2 minutes. Now, 2 minutes.
Yeah. When we look at the whole thing and we look at the plane, the planet, being one flat plane, we were everywhere. There were indigenous here, and everybody traveled everywhere. So up until they brought in this so-called race thing that was created in the early 70s or whatever, race is about the different races to the top. It's not about individuals, because some, as long as what they say, how they say about the American dream, land of liberty and happiness and whatever. So when you look at it as a whole,
Yes, sir.
everybody is one, but the color game, they brought in the checkerboard on everybody. We fell for the color game.
Yes, sir. And that's the thing about it, and that's the same Jedi mind trick they keep running on us time. And that's why I tell people I'm all about our lineage.
Yeah.
See, when you go to speaking about lineage, that's how you kind of take the race deflate game or the deflect game up out of it.
Yeah.
Because to me, race is like you said, bro G, it's a competition. So we in competition with our counterparts here, with our counter people, you know,
Yeah.
with our counter folks or whatever. And I did a live this morning, matter of fact, y'all, and I said, okay, the name of my live, I just did a real quick live. It probably was about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I was on my way somewhere this morning, and the topic was, I'm coming to realize that there's more racist people in the North than it is in the South. All because I ran into two individuals from up north just in 5 minutes and 10 minutes of my commute this morning who went off on me because I'm a big black brother. And the dude asked me how the fuck I got into the gate. You know what I'm saying?
These are people of color?
No, there was a white Italian, one was a white Italian, and one was a white Latino from up north. But you could tell they was from up north because they had the yo, how did you even get here? You know, they had the little accent. You know, I could tell they from up north. You just know Southern people from Northern people down my way, brother G. We down in the dirty South. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, but the North is down here. That's the part we got to get.
That's what I'm saying.
We got to get this and understanding him now.
Okay, there we go. Here we go.
The North and the stuff, you already know. We done told you 1,000 times. We from up both ways. The North got the most meanest crackers there is.
Boy, that dude was mean as fuck.
Y'all never been up north. That's on y'all. Anybody should know that the North is already Boston.
But that's where this dude was from, Boston.
We come to Florida. We was told it was but I will say this. The South do have a tendency to be a little bit more humble to white folks than the ones up in the North in certain parts of the states. And this goes from Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, because a lot of times the South is very a friendly group of people, more or less than the North. The North is very slimy, man. There's a lot of most of the North's but here's the question though. Most of the North con artists came from the South. So y'all explain that to us.
Carpetbaggers.
Most of the North is the South.
Carpetbaggers.
Yep.
That's black. So y'all explain that one. And most
carpetbaggers.
Black folks in the North came from Mississippi, Alabama, and South Carolina. And Florida is like fourth. But
that was during the Great Migration.
Right. So all the con artists from our people pretty much went to New York, Ohio, Illinois,
Chicago,
all them areas. So you know, we play games, but our people are the democratic people who came from the people who was in the house.
Yeah, we ran from the fields and went to the lights, the city lights. That was during the Great Migration, and we was getting it from the mud, trying to make it happen.
Now we were Republicans at first doing this. Before we was most of the South was Republicans, and then the Southern Dixiecrats, which is two fractions. People think the Democratic Party, they just broke up. They never went to the Republican Party. They became the Dixiecrats and the Democratic Party, and they ran in 1948. All three parties ran together against, it was the Republicans, Dixiecrat, Strom Thurmond first ran. I tell people, man, we don't look up the history good enough.
Don't forget
it. Was the one who did the walkout in 1948.
Don't forget the Fusion Party too.
All I know is what this on that ballot says: the Dixiecrats, Republicans, and the Democrats had an election. Strom Thurmond broke from the party and created his own party, and that party is what you see. They claim they're Republican Party. That's a lie. The lie is they are not the Republican Party. They are a separate entity that broke off from the Democratic Party and made their own shit. And that's when black folks could wake up to that. You still under the Democrat Party, only the rougher one, the Dixiecrat one.
This is correct. And Malcolm X called it out way back in the 60s. I'm
Way
trying to
back
figure
then,
out how
man.
we ain't caught on yet.
Now we need to figure out how come our people ain't waking up, and are they now what Dr. Fauci did show I feel vindicated. But on Sunday on the I told all y'all I flew back in COVID. I said it was fake. It was fake, and many of y'all didn't even fly. So, but we flew through that damn shit. And I went to the National Guard was at every airport I went. I was made it through the National Guard because they didn't want to really do it. They did not want to really do it. Only people was dumb would go to the National Guard in line. If you just went around the other way, they wouldn't even bother you because they knew that shit was made to be able to decrease the population for what this midterm gonna be. I hope y'all wake up soon because and I mean this. That what they plan to do ain't gonna be a joke to most of y'all when y'all find out, because obviously they are playing a hell of a game. Y'all just said on this program that you just got today, you said Haiti's fake. That's a psyop then, and because the Democratic Party is run by Haitians right here in South Florida, that's a fact. How come they ain't mad?
Yes, sir.
Ain't got no one. Ain't not been. Am I lying, brother? Ain't been a rally down here for the Haitians at all.
At all. What the hell is going on?
So what's going on?
And speaking of Haitians, y'all check this out. Now, y'all remember they was talking some big junk. Dry Bones, and you know who I'm talking about. You know who I got in mind. Down there from Miami.
I sent to the show. I wanted to come on. I said,
yeah, this will be a great. And I'm not hitting on my people, man. Y'all get me. I love the Haitian people. I love the Jamaican people. But check this chick out right here, man. This chick here. See, it's people like this that y'all won't go and G-check, and they make it bad for everybody. Here we go.
Who? As far as I'm Haitian. Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty black American?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
Huh? What?
Wait, what'd you
American?
say?
Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty black American.
You heard that? You just asked me what I said. I did.
Why you said that?
Now I don't know if it was the alcohol or is this scripted. I don't know. Let's hear it out.
It don't matter.
The nerve of you. The nerve of this chick to call anybody dirty. That's crazy. And then double down on it.
I did.
Why you said that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty black American.
What?
They say we ain't got no culture. I don't get it, man. Just the disrespect, the disdain, I don't understand it.
But I did. A dirty black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
So all Americans are dirty black Americans?
I mean, the ones I've come across.
Huh? So what is Haitians then? I'm confused.
Dirty black Haitians.
Okay, so keep that energy for everybody. Don't just keep it for us. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo,
don't give her out.
Hell yeah, don't ever say no dirty black American shit. Like, what?
You from the South?
My family, like, yeah.
Okay, where?
Why matter?
No, I'm just asking. No, we're not having a conversation.
It's the South, regardless. Like, I got family in Florida. I got family in Georgia.
See, there they go picking on that South again. There it is.
I mean, I want to know, like, where.
You trying to be. I know what you're doing. Like, I know what you're doing. It's that Caribbean shit. I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Just chill out on that dirty black American comment. That's all. Like.
I'm sorry. You really took offense to that. I apologize.
Anybody would take offense.
Oh, now she's sorry. Now she's sorry. All of a sudden, I'm sorry. You really took offense to that. What? What is he supposed to do? No, she thought she was in a room where.
Why you said that though?
I'm saying, why would you even fix your lips and say that, though? I'm confused.
Right.
Because that's just my experience. Like, it's my experience. So I'm going to speak on it. But I apologize.
It's your experience?
Yeah. So I apologize.
What experience you had?
If I.
Hey, brother,
as I was saying,
I wouldn't have took that apology. I would have came across her head on camera or not.
Brother Juice.
I'm just being straight up.
What up,
Can I speak on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, when looking from down here, down South Florida, whatever, there is a code amongst immigrants or amongst people of the different nations that don't know their history. And see, this here right here from Canada on to South America was known as the Americas. And you have a mixture of indigenous Taino and different indigenous cultures. But what I could say is they live by a code, whether it's Cuban, whether it's Nicaraguans. You might have a few of them might slide over, maybe get a little taste or whatever. But it's a code they live. See, because
Yes,
Haitians
sir.
only deal with Haitians.
Yes, sir.
Nicaraguans only deal with Nicaraguans and so on. So
Yep.
when she said that, she's living by the code that she was taught, but she doesn't know the history of the Caribs, the Tainos, the different indigenous. But they have a code that a loyalty code. We see it on the job. No matter, they may argue, but at the end of the day, they go lunch together. You're like, damn, didn't they just argue? Didn't I just see them? Blah, 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 blah. But it's a code they live by. But this is how they view people of other than their culture.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know their history and how this was all when you had a mixture across everything. The melting pot was real. And the way how they divvied it up, I was listening to this brother. He was talking about how the royalty in Europe, how they had this code that they used, how they mixed the races and created another race, and then put everybody under one flag. This is what we see in today.
Yep.
It's a code that they use that they mixed it. They were mixing the mulattoes or the Moors were mixing different, colors and putting them under one flag. And I was like, damn, that shit deep. You talking
But
about the
see,
color
that's the
code?
thing. That's the thing, bro. G. Every ethnic group practices group economics, and they practice,
Except
like you
us.
say, being on code with one another. But as soon as we do it, they go to wagging their damn finger at us, talking about we xenophobic.
Yeah.
And so they make all these,
you racist.
they make all these Democrat made up words, xenophobic. Oh, if you stand up and be a man and you're in the Democrat Party, they call you toxic masculine. It just goes on and on, man. And so when it comes to politics now, these other black people of color and all of that, as soon as I hear them say people of color and black and brown people, I turn around and run. Because I already know, here come the trick bag. Here come the bait and switch.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing right now. You see a lot of these, Joy Reid and all of them, Don Lemon, a lot of them are starting to change their tone about the Democrats, are saying that the Democrats are not doing right by black Americans. And see, we had to force that upon them. Because us, the grassroots, Dry Bones and Helios Biblios and Urban Matters, and my good brothers and sisters on this panel, man, we've been keeping our foot on their neck, and we've been saying, hey, man, we delineating. As soon as we delineate, it's a problem. But everybody can have their own. You can have your little Haiti, you can have your Latin town, you can have your little Korea, you can have your little Chinatowns and all of that. But as soon as we do it, wait a minute, y'all being xenophobic.
But you know where the double cross gonna come in at? And we chat on the double cross, right? The double cross is gonna be, before they give us reparations, they gonna tank that dollar, and that's when they going over to the digital dollar. That's just my personal thing. Before they pay us reparations, how long we been talking
of that,
about
what you just said? Did you see what you seen the dip that the dollar took this week? The dollar, they say the dollar down in the last month about 30%. So that exactly what you're saying right now is taking place. And they're going to try to make it seem like that's because of this immigration shift and all of that. But let me tell y'all something, man. My brothers and sisters, y'all Haitians.
No, it's not. It's the Japanese stock market crashed the other day. Y'all better check your investment in retirement accounts. And it's been a crash here. Y'all better get on X. You better watch your money.
It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. And they want you to think that, thank you for that, Sister Shell. They want you to think that because the immigrants are getting G-check, that it's gonna crash our economy. That's just the Jedi mind trick. Like Sister Shell said, it's already taking place, but we so distracted by fuckery, we can't keep up with what's important, like the stock market, the economy. Let me tell you something. My brothers and sisters, Haitian brothers and sisters.
The Fed kept the rates the same. That's another thing that
They're manipulating the interest rates. Absolutely. Absolutely. But my brother and sister, I got to say this to my Haitian brothers and sisters, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, my people that look like me, my melanated people. They are exploiting you. It ain't that you work hard. It's that you work and allow yourself to be exploited with that minimum wage that they're giving you. You know what I'm saying? And so until y'all stand up and start fighting, y'all ain't nothing but modernized slaves is what you are. Because they're exploiting your labor.
Now, just remember what y'all saying early now. We go because I like to listen to what y'all said. Repeat what you said. You said if they bring the people in, you said earlier, it's for lower the wages, for they can always bring in lower wage people.
That's right.
So what you think they're gonna do with the people who want high wage?
That's right. That's right.
So cause y'all talking like ain't no repercussions. They gonna keep the people with the low wages. They gonna get rid of the people who got the high wages. And how they gonna do that is what they're doing right now, and all through Disney World, all these areas, all the cars are already being made AI, already made, already functioning in all these areas they want them to function in until they get the infrastructure in. And the reason why Japan went down, but Japan is the most model country in the world because they don't have homeless. Go look it up. They don't have homeless. None. Where they at? So how y'all figure that? Japan actually is going to be needed, and so is all the Asian markets. That's all they got. Y'all should know this by now. If you look up real estate, who owns most of the acquisitions? Asians. So how they going somewhere?
Yeah.
It's a psyop, everybody.
Well, Warren Buffett
bring everybody into the new world money market system with your phone. The young people are already in. I was just up there. All through the areas y'all talking about, your young people, your young cousins, all got their goddamn phones and Walmart and everywhere, putting it on the goddamn thing. Ain't no more currency gonna be in the economy because your own children love the new world order.
Yeah.
Period.
You can't even find.
You taught them that. Don't play on this.
You can't even find coins no more.
That how this is going down. If you look at your own communities, you tell me, Sister Cheryl, ain't our people using their phones everywhere?
Yeah.
You in Texas. So that means the New World Order is already in effect at a high level.
Yeah.
And so sooner or later, you won't be needing no goddamn money.
Nah.
Well, look at them power moves that Israel pulling off.
So, play dumb if you want to.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know, one thing I could say is that
hold on, bro.
Okay.
Bro Mark, what that was, bro Mark? Go ahead, bro Mark.
To piggyback the ride with something similar to what Brother Dry Bones is saying, I say this, gentlemen, as we know, people are being phased out, but we have to realize what's going on before the phase out begins. You know, because I mean, yeah, we got to get these people out of our country into their country, and the people in our country, you got to get some sort of security feeling in your own country, and then when you get feeling secure and you get to feeling a little better and you get to making some money, then what's going to happen? Then these other options, model 7 to 79G for all these single women out there. And now you got a robot just like the Jetsons that can fix that tire on your car and do this and that. You got to realize how deep this is going to be. That's why they're making everybody individuals so you can buy the next product. You are being set up for the come up.
Now they want the children, Brother Mark. Brother Mark, I just seen in your area, and in the they got teachers already in the classrooms, digital teachers, and one was too sexy. Did y'all see that? One was too sexy. They took her out the school system. They had a digital robot, and the robot company. Just look this up. I'll have it for sure. Look this up. The robot company that's making teachers is the same robots that they use for sex robots. Remember we had a show on them about they gonna make sex robots? Okay. They're gonna use our children because y'all don't believe in really teaching the kids because homeschool. Y'all, I tell people, anytime you believe a fool gonna make a school somewhere and you gave $1 million+ dollars, our people's psyche is fucked up. Who would do that? So we don't want to teach our kids really. So they going to
and drop on. We got a good sister in the building right here. Projects the Pinnacle. She's real heavy in the school system. Say hello, my good sister. Hold on for a minute, brother G. We're gonna come circle back right to you, brother G.
They're gonna use robots.
My good sister, what do you think about that? They're using robots now in the classroom. My good sister, Shaq. What's my sister?
Well, they already started using it in California.
And
then Chicago,
Orlando, New York, and all over the place.
Yeah, well, you have to understand. This is why I was always fighting at the school boards and the advocate for education.
Yep, so yes, ma'am.
When you fail students for so long, it doesn't work, right? Well, that opens up the door for the technocracy to come in. I mean, like you said, Brother Dry-Bones, kids already on their phone anyway, but you can make learning fun and engaging. We did it when we ran our nonprofit for 5 years, and those kids caught on like that, right? It's just, come on, they was raping and taking all the money and the funds from the students, and the people at the top were getting the money while the students were failing. So
exactly.
You gotta watch, how you do one thing, you think you getting away with it, but then it opens up a door for AI.
Well, they're opening up AI doors all over across the nation because they are setting us up. Even if you think about the most simplest thing, which is us going to the convenience store, us going to Walmart, and us talking with a human, and they made customer service to a point to where people are ignorant acting, and they don't treat you with any type of respect. So what's that going to make you say? That's going to make you say, man, I cannot deal with these people. I'm going to go through the quick check line.
Correct.
And then we'll start begging.
Now I'm gonna go with this. The education's so bad. Now I'm gonna go with this, and it just arguing.
And the setup, right? That's the setup, and they set us up in education that way.
It's the setup, yeah.
And they set us up in our daily lives that way. So now we're gonna be begging for, oh yeah, I'll take a robot, because at least the robot won't call me nigga. At least the robot won't roll his eyes at me. And that's what they doing. And they doing that across the board. Even with our cars, they got these automated taxis all the way across the board. So we just got to keep our eyes open. We got to recognize their plan is by 2030 to 2030, 2036 to enact all of this. So you better get your affairs in order.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To go back to the school, right? You're talking about the thing in the school system, right? Sister Pinnacle, I don't know if she's still on here or not, but she sent me a link from another Instagram. And I follow her too, this young black sister. She would give a lot of education information, but she brought up some statistics that it's over 100% increase, 150% increase in teacher-student sexual relations in these damn high schools. That's another problem. Sexualizing these kids in these damn schools, and these damn predators are not being properly dealt with. There's too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's over 576 was this in Texas alone this year alone, and it's rising. I mean, you got the coaches, you got the teachers. Come on, man. How can these young people go to school when you got teachers that's sexualizing them?
And they're sexualizing themselves too. The parents are allowing little girls to go to school with they dresses up their tails and dressing like they're a grown adult. And then they have very promiscuous attitudes about life, meaning if you got the money, honey, you can get this. And I know this firsthand from my boy. And so So that goes once again, the setup. All of this is the set up, because what adult would say it's okay for my child to carry themselves like that? What society will say that? You're not going to protect your kids enough to make them put on something different. But we're going to allow our kids to go half dressed to school with all of their business in the street, and then make it to where adults can't even chastise their own kids. Welcome to America.
Yep.
Yeah, I just think oh, you done?
Yes, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you what you were saying. I wish I had the clip, man. Dang, I ain't got my other phone, but the HBCUs and I don't know which HBCU was it?
It's at
One of them just
Tuskegee put a dress
Tuskegee.
code in. No
Yeah.
do-rags, bonnets. You have to dress professional on campus.
No
That's
night
why I'm
clothes,
home, boy.
slippers, and
That's
coming
what
in.
it was when I was at Prairie View. They had the dress code police to turn you right around.
That's right. And I gotta say, at Tuskegee, that's where me and Juice homeboy at. He's the sheriff, and he's very heavy in Tuskegee Institute, because I remember when he went there. That would be Sheriff Andre Bronson.
Yes, sir.
And
Macon County, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Straight from Polk.
Yes, sir.
That's why I say it's definitely time for for us to reconstruct our cultural values, bro. Everything we're talking about, we have to do that. The government is not going to do it, obviously, because they don't want to do it. So we got to be the government. We are the government.
But we trying to govern ourselves, and certain political parties, they vilifying us for doing that. They demonizing us. Bro G.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sister Pinnacle, we need you to come in and give us some feedback after Brother G right here. Go ahead, Brother G, 2 minutes.
Well, from we've seen the phases of how they phased us out and how they took over since Lyndon B. Johnson and his program, and saying he'll have these niggas democratic and the free handouts, and then they did that politically. We've seen the music, how we went from consciousness to the don't stop, get it. So, and then out of school, they've been chipping away at our foundation for the longest. And how the Fabianists do, slowly but surely. But in the end, what we have to realize is that we all got to stick to, and I don't know. So Pike was right. This can be a race war, and just know how to fish, know how to hunt, get out of her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother,
I wanna
okay,
respond to him, Brother
Yes,
G?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want to stop you all respectfully from saying that, because my generation, we fighting like hell, because y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to do. The Generation Xers, the silent generation, the baby boomers, because it gets really frustrating when I go to these events. We speak the truth. We hold these politicians accountable. We calling these people out, right? We getting involved in the community. We doing the work. Y'all don't support us. You overtalk us. You say sit down.
When you say y'all, who you talking about? What you?
Well, the baby boomers, and I blame my parents. I blame a lot of y'all on this call. I blame the Gen X, and this has happened in the white culture, other cultures as well, not just our culture, because you always got to study history to say, how did we get here? When I got to answer to my child, Mama, why we don't have Black accounting firms, why we don't have our own law team, why we don't have our own businesses. Well, I say, well, we got to look at the other generations that came before us. A lot of the older generation gatekeep, right? Those were the gatekeepers. Boulets, but all in you all generation, y'all continue to vote for Democrats.
No, not our generation.
people
all generations,
accountable.
because it stopped at a certain point. See, that's where the disconnect at with even with us on this line. Now, many of the people I know who fought for stuff, they did fight, and they lost a lot of stuff. Now remember, we talking about people who in the high levels are trying to stop shit. The problem is your generation, and if you want to call yourself whatever with shit, but you have to realize your area where you at. Are you able to rally the people that you claiming that's your generation? Because your generation got to listen to somebody from some age of era, and then you got a lot of fraternities there. What about the black fraternities in Texas? I could go all day long if you really want me to. Texas
Well, no,
Longhorn.
we
You
didn't.
telling me Texas blacks, which I see on TV all the time, is now the hub for Black Mecca now.
Yeah, it
So
is.
now,
It is.
now
Yes,
we're
it
looking at
is.
y'all, because a lot of people leaving Florida. I hope you know that, to come to y'all. And then gonna come to y'all. What you gonna say to them? Are you saying that they
Well,
gonna
no,
see the same thing they seen in Florida?
the message we putting out here, don't come here with your different ways from somewhere else. Like we fighting to push the road to blue. No, we saying keep Texas red. Y'all
Now
saw
let me ask you
everybody
that, since you
flood
brought it up. Y'all gonna vote for
from
you
the
gonna
other
vote for that?
states,
You
the
gonna vote for
East
that white
Coast,
boy?
the West Coast to hold on, let me finish.
Hold on, Drabon.
The West Coast to come to Texas. So we're trying to keep our state the way it is. We giving our governor hell about the data centers, about these mosques that's popping up.
Right.
So we gonna go out and we gonna show up. I mean, y'all see it. It ain't like it's hidden.
So Sister Shell, Drabon.
All the
Hold on.
companies coming to y'all. All the companies is coming to y'all. I think we got
Correct,
out of
right.
New York
You got
State.
the stock exchange, you got all that,
Out
right.
of New York State, everybody coming to. They bringing from New York City, coming to Texas and Florida. So the two states we said already is Texas and Florida. We already said this 1,000 times. So are we gonna stop the data centers? Now you gotta think about it. You want to create jobs. How you gonna get jobs for people if you don't go with the New World Order? Answer that question.
A data center doesn't give you jobs. If you
give
want a
jobs.
whole data center, how many people
It's
need
gonna
to
give
run
AI,
a data
the
center?
young people, your generation is AI people. Your generation is the generation that's gonna carry this, because if you're telling me that y'all against it, then you gotta look at the percentage. The younger generation is more apt to go to AI than the older generation. That's a fact.
Yeah, I think what happens
When you
is
say young generation, which generation you talking about?
The generation that's using the phone all the time for every aspect of life is being filtered through an algorithm. The algorithm states the younger generation, the one they wanted, X, we
Basically,
gonna say this
Gen
all the
Z.
time.
Wait,
They have
but it's
progressed
Gen
to
X
now
or the Gen
have
Z
them go through
babies?
the. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna stop
No, I
now.
was
But
just
I was gonna say,
asking.
Hold on, Bo. Hold on, Bo. Let him finish his statement.
What about
that
what?
generation. That's all. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
hey, y'all, hold on, hold on
What
1
is
minute.
this
Sister Shell, hold on. We got a Generation Z in the building.
Now,
He
see, I see
gotta
what I'm doing. I'm
explain that,
stop.
brother
I'm
Juice,
finished.
on about the phone. He keeps saying about the phone, but what are the people using the phone for? That's because everybody on their phone,
right,
and not paying attention to what's going on.
Right.
You can't say, hold on, you can't say that, and I'm speaking from my personal experience, what I've done and will continue to do. I'm speaking from other people in the community that I work with. We're doing and what we'll continue to do. I keep saying, how did we get here? I don't want to hear about a phone. I don't want to hear about a data center. I want y'all generation to own up. Hey, we effed up. One thing I can say about my
Okay, we
uncle,
fucked up.
y'all
Now
got
what?
it. They say y'all young people, y'all gonna have to change it. What I want y'all to do, really, just be honest, sit down, be
Hold
quiet,
on,
and
bro G.
support what we doing.
Okay, we got
Let
bro.
us take charge. And I talk to the older generation. My people, I can bring one day, Brother Juice, let's bring over my friend Ray for Cole. And he gonna tell you how he was talking about issues going on in our communities. He couldn't even get the support from his generation.
Well, I think what it is, y'all, we're gonna let brother my young good brother bro Bo just popped in on us. I think what it is, from my perspective, y'all, all of us we're not, when we say things, we're not talking about the people on this panel right now. So we have to kind of control these emotions and don't really kind of, and just receive information from one another, because all y'all got some good data and information right now that you're spitting out. So absolutely, but I say with my Generation X, I know they some goofballs. A bunch of
See,
them. The
that's all I
majority of
was
them.
asking. Which generation we talking about? Because I was born in
Yeah,
'91. So you
yeah,
know,
you was
I
here.
I was born in '91. So I lived in the '90s when there wasn't no internet. I also caught the
There
era
you go, brother.
at my prime when
Me too.
internet hit. So I understand both worlds if that makes sense. Early
Yes, sir.
'90s babies, we was the last ones to experience what life was without internet and with internet.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Y'all also were the first hardheads who didn't listen to nothing your parents said, and the reason was
See, y'all
because
try to blame.
that's what the school system and the culture was brainwashing our kids to be like,
So what
saying that
about when?
you
So
know
what about in
so
the
so
'80s?
Hold on, let him finish, bro. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let the
What
young brother
about the
talk.
'80s? That's when the cocaine hit the '80s.
Yep, yep.
right
Y'all
the
try to
cocaine
blame
hit.
everything on us '90s babies,
No, no, no,
but
no,
think about
no.
the
I didn't
era.
say that.
Just think about who we came from. We come from. We are kids of
Yep.
kids from the '80s in the '70s when cocaine was at an all-time high. But
Yep.
yet y'all still put the blame on the '90s and the 2000 babies. But just what about in the '80s when cocaine was at its worst? How many
Okay,
babies was born? Crack babies was born,
Yeah.
and some of them became successful. Some of them still got stuck. And it's but y'all try to blame everything on the new generation and when bro, we are children of y'all generation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
okay, all right. Let me finish saying what I was saying because I
Absolutely.
didn't
Go
get an
ahead.
opportunity.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
So,
Mark, we're gonna let you do 2 minutes, then we're gonna bring Bro G in.
gotcha. My plane will fly for that 2 minutes beautifully. Okay, first of all, that is not the direction I was going. You gotta listen to everything somebody's saying before you form an opinion. Um, like I was saying, I'm not blaming nobody because what we all got to do while we're sitting on this panel is recognize division does just that. It divides. So you can pick a percentage in every generation that bust their ass for the community. And you can pick a larger percentage that didn't do a damn thing. So what we can't do, we have to recognize. Me and Brother Juice talked about it one time before. You got to understand where you are mentally in the breakdown, in that 100% breakdown. For you to be sitting on this live, you are not a part of the sheeple, the people that follow everything.
Correct.
And I don't care what generation you in, there is a larger group that's not doing a damn thing. So that is very divisive to try to lay it on the old school. Because what that does is that makes you not pay attention to wisdom. Now, am I saying you got to follow them blindly? No. But what I'm saying is everybody has good in what they have to say. You just have to be able to discern the good stuff and the bad stuff. So please, let's not get on this generational divide because there's negative and positive in every generation. And we'll spend an entire life trying to pick each generation apart.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Chew the meat and spit out the bones.
Agreed.
Brother G.
Yo, and the brother he hit it on the head. We could take from every generation and see we getting into the critical part of it, and I could talk on a little bit of everything. Now, what we were saying in gist was when I talk about the music and how it transformed, where we went from consciousness to don't stop, get it, and we talk about the cocaine when it hit, and then we experienced the crack epidemic from the West Coast to the East Coast and down south. And so when we look at the crack mothers that actually had the kids, like you were saying, and you came from that generation, that was the last of the 80s, the
Early
last of the
90s.
That's
90s.
my
So we're
Early
experiencing
90s.
the kids now. But, you know, you're not in that mode because you wouldn't be on this panel now. So we
Exactly.
should each take from one another, build on that, and everybody's not gonna get it. And this is what we're up against.
yeah.
But while we're here, hey, we gotta talk about it, be about it. And like Sister Cher said, you know, be out there in the community. But everybody's not gonna get it.
Right. And that's my point. I want to make that clear to everybody. That's why I said that. Notice I said that when Sister Cher mentioned, though, because I already knew that it's easy to say which generation because we do a whole litany. I can go all the way to why this is happening, but it's beyond it because we taught y'all, somebody taught us. Many of our parents never even told, I can only speak for my generation, they didn't even really hear love all the time told to them by their parents because they didn't get it. And so you got a generation who never really heard they was ever told by their parents they was, I love you. And then you get those who have had kids and had divided the families up themselves to be the first people who teach you division is your family. Because they show impartiality to one child to the other. That's the first and foremost. So we could look at ourselves first and everything, but we want to make the show go to where it look at all aspects. But I'm saying this in politics. The politic game, the generation that they need to be focused on is always the youth. The youth is the most adaptable group that they can brainwash faster. That's what it's really about.
Easily.
And so y'all generation that saw lost, you should be blessed, brother, because we've been living through everything. When it was the beeper was our enemy. So my question to y'all is technology is the key to where our people really is going. And if we keep pushing this democratic thing about the immigrants, which this show's about, they already let the immigrants in on purpose through Biden. Now that we getting the repercussions of, y'all want to talk about bullshit, of that. And yet we ain't come to grips with that yet. We blaming Trump. So our people now don't even take advantage. And here's where I got a problem. I'm gonna shut up. I looked at a statistic that's frightening today. They said we the only group in all the world who gives 90% of their energy to one political party. There's no other group that does this. We give 90%. So we the 10% that's on this line who is not going along with the Democratic bullshit that our people have gotten themselves entitled in, and I'm gonna be quiet on that. That's
I would add to that though too.
I know the
So we
Democrats
talking about the
as a youngster, I know that. Democratic Party, we've been voting for them people for 30, 40 years, and ain't nothing happened for us. The Democratic Party, that's where all the slave owners at.
Is he breaking up bad to everybody?
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, he not clear. I don't know if he moving or what.
My mic, what's going on?
You get to speak in hot fiber, you look that they'll scramble you up.
Exactly. We back in the game. Though. I hear you. We back. Y'all let it rip. Let it rip.
But please, my brothers and sisters, let's not start pointing fingers at each other because it's enough blame to go around to everybody. What we got to do is stay focused on the prize, and we learn from our mistakes and we keep on moving. I've told Brother Juice many times, I say, boy, our generation screwed up. But we got to understand this. In each, look, let's think a little deeper. How is it that a government can tell you how an entire generation of people think? That must tell you that the government is programming each generation.
Propaganda.
And so they're slowly degrading because that was the one thing they couldn't break up. When they finally got us, a large majority of us into slavery and everything else, they couldn't break up our family. Then they finally started figuring out how to do it. And each generation from the baby boomers on down, they slowly change us and change us into what they want us to be. And now our kids can't even write in cursive, and they're acting crazy out there on the streets. And we would, Brother Juice, Brother Dry Bones, y'all tell me, you wouldn't even go down on the other side of town and act a monkey because you represented your family first. And so those type values have slowly been bred or culturalized out of us. So we got to realize all of us we're all products of brainwashing in America and propaganda, like Brother Dry Bones said. So
yes, sir. Every generation. Let me play this clip real quick.
Money. I think it would be
the same
thing.
I don't think that's true.
What's that?
I don't think that's true because, and I'm gonna speak for me.
That's true.
Which majority of my family not even educated about politics, which I tell them don't speak on it. But the older generation, they've been brainwashed by CNN, MSNBC.
Facts.
But they can't even tell you the branches of government. They probably can't even like I'm
They
killing
don't know the
people now.
three.
I say, well, who is your senator then? Who your city council? Because at some point, where it fell off at, everybody, in my opinion, shouldn't have been able to vote. To me, you should be you should have to really take a civic test, right? Remember back in the day, if you own a business, you own land, you were able to vote. Because now you see the repercussions of that, the Voter Rights Act, which people now vote for their own demise. Like I spoke at a community meeting, just go look in your community. Ride down the
How
street.
do you feel about segregation?
Did what?
How do you feel about segregation? Do you believe black people was better off by ourselves before integrating?
Well, yeah, we did it. We did it during Reconstruction. I mean, I know my family owned businesses and farms. I asked my uncle about how did we survive during the Great Depression? And he was saying, well, everybody bartered from one another. Our family had a farm, got together, everybody worked with one another. But obviously we wanted to be included with these other people, which like Shaq say, that's what this behavior comes from. This immoral behavior, I would like to say, comes from. But you still had the older generation voting for this same party and didn't get anything. We younger and we saying, whoa, hold on. We can't
Something
keep
ain't
giving
right.
our vote. We can't keep giving our vote away. I went to an event, Brother Juice and Shaq know, and I spoke along with Demetra K. And on numbers don't lie. 1 million people, which I think is more than us in Houston. Out of 1 million people, only 214 people voted for Democrats during these primaries. See, we getting it. Us younger people, we'll sit on the couch. We'll sit down. Because if we can't get what we need, we're hey, whoa, you can't, our votes for sale. But for generations to continue to vote like that and not to think about the younger generation is kind of hard.
What?
Really digging ourselves out of a hole. We really digging ourselves because we know the older generation was partying, head stuck in the sand, selfish, gatekeeping, and a lot of them, which I got pushed back when I spoke out, they get mad when you tell them the truth. Oh, but
well, Sister Sarah, let me jump in there. I'm trying to keep everybody. I'm trying to keep everybody from going down this lane that you're going down. But like I said, every generation has been programmed to a certain degree. And you say you looked it up, so you got to look a little deeper, because even the baby boomer generation, they got taught to slowly give up certain things. And then the next generation did the same thing. There is no way that a country can tell you how an entire group of people that was born in this 10-year span thinks unless they've been teaching you how to think.
Well,
And
let
that's
me can
why.
I respond
So
to this?
so 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 now when you say, but see, when you talk about our elders and you say, oh, they were partying and they was doing all this and this with their head in their sand.
Yeah.
I don't know those people. I know people that was partying, enjoying life, raising their family, and we all sat at the dinner table. And I also know that they were at city commission meetings, county commission meetings, not allowing things to happen and making things happen. So this is not a swath of an entire generation. There's good and there's bad in everything. So we got to stay focused
That's the era I come
on
from.
aiming the gun at the right people, because
It
my
is.
mama generation didn't work like that. Brother Juice mama generation didn't work like that. I know
And
that.
my mama didn't either.
But how did my thing is, Brother Mark, and I know we're going down a rabbit hole, but how did that generation vote 80 to 90% for one party? And you keep saying propaganda, brainwashing. Oh no, because you can make a decision when you go buy a house. You could do your research and go make a decision when you go buy a vehicle. I'm not really buying that because other cultures of people, like, okay, I worked the elections, right? You tell me how foreigners can come from here from other countries and know how to vote for the other party as a Republican.
How y'all
Well,
know
I don't
that?
I don't want gay LGBT or Hispanics. I don't want gay. I don't like gay I can't vote for them.
Y'all
I
let
Let me
me
tell
like
you.
to
chime
be
in. Y'all let me chime
I
in.
can't vote for them. I
Let me,
need a tax break. I gotta vote for the other side. And to bring home my point, when I'm saying I'm not buying about the brainwashing, is that, and I keep saying you stuck your head in the sand, you want the party, you want the gatekeeper, whatever, is because any president that go runs for election, why do they always go to the swing states? They don't worry about Texas because they know Texas red. They don't worry about California because they know California blue. But they gonna go to a Virginia, they gonna go to a
All the
Wisconsin,
southern
they gonna
states.
go to a
They need the southern states.
hold on, Sister Shay, you breaking up a little bit. Let me hold on, bro G. Let me bring some decorum back real quick, Sister Shay. I think what we got to understand, because we talk about this a lot on Dry
so
Bone Show. You got these different commissions, Kerner commissions. These people ran political. You got people like the Trilateral Commission. That's these people's job to
I
Yes.
study
see. Yeah, where
ethnicity,
is it?
study
It's
Yeah.
mine.
different urban areas, and
Ah,
create scenarios, create problems.
Yes.
And I think with our older generation, the baby boomer generation, they didn't have the access to technology
I'm
like
not
a lot of
I'm not making no excuse. No, no, sir. They had
no.
books. You had Dr.
Well,
Claude Anderson out there.
I'm trying to figure out.
That's not true.
Okay. All right, Sister Shad. That's not true. Yeah. Okay. All
Well,
right.
well, well. Hold
Well,
on, hold
Well,
on. Let
I'm
me
just
let me
saying,
finish,
y'all
Sister
I mean,
voted
I
Shell.
80
know,
to
Let me finish.
90%
Let
I'm
me
for
going
finish.
through
one
the
Let me
party.
finish.
stuff now. Yeah.
yeah, but see,
You
you
vote 80
said
to
it. You
90% for
said
one
it and didn't
party.
even say it. You said it and didn't even say it. You say I'm not going with the brainwashing. Brother Juice lining it up to you why brainwashing is real. That's why we do psych ops over in other countries doing wars and other things. That's how the Great Wall came down. That over in Germany. That's how the wall came down without
Yeah.
shooting out one bullet.
But you
Psych
have to.
ops.
Now,
Well,
I'm gonna
just
ask you a question.
just keep it real. Hold on,
I'm gonna be
Drybone.
quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
Keep that thought. Keep that thought, Drybone. A lot of our people fell for
Right.
communism. A lot of
Right.
our people, religion played a big part of a communist movement in some of the
religion
way
played the
that our
biggest.
people were deceived. Our people were deceived. We know
Control.
this for a fact. But
Hey,
I
hey,
think what Sister Shell, like she's saying from her perspective, I guess from her experiences, she's just giving us her experiences. And we gotta at the same time, we gotta kind of respect that because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's like I was born on a bro. You know this, my legit bro. I was born on one side of town, and Bowden
When
was
you
born
couldn't
on the
go on
other
the other
side.
side of town.
Right, right. And when I ain't even started coming across town to the hood area until shit, I was in damn middle school. You
But
know what
sister,
I'm saying?
Hey, I
hey,
ain't
so,
So
saying.
hey,
Now I was
brother Juice,
raised by my
can you hear me?
dad and my grandma
yes,
and
sir.
let me
granddaddy.
be quiet.
So I done heard
Go
these
ahead. Well, no,
stories.
listen, hold on, bro. Shaq. Let's get dry bones in real quick. Go ahead,
No,
Drabo.
no,
And we're gonna bring Brother G in there.
I'm saying I understand what Sister Shea is saying in some respects, but at the same token, like we said before, when you analyze, you gotta look back at the past to see the future. That's not an issue with me. I could look back past, but I do know that there's always gonna be a percentage of people, and I'm assuming that all y'all on this line was a percentage of the resistance of people that was in our people. But there was a time when our people was in accordance for what they call the Reconstruction. That era should be really re-examined. We were not Democrats. We were Republicans. We had money. We were the richest group in the whole world, practically.
Yes, sir.
And because it took a long time for this to happen, everybody. It didn't happen overnight. It took a long time for them to get us to come out of that. And what they did, you heard on the show, they created secret societies to help infiltrate. Now, you cannot do this in your own Bible story. You cannot get anywhere without infiltration. So you're going to have black people who played a Judas part in this conspiracy of history to get us to, because they had to know and I'm looking at this in a serious area. It's really based off class system of blacks who had money, blacks who had slaves, blacks who had cattle. There's a bunch of blacks today who had all this and never lost a dime in slavery till now. They call themselves a show that Tyler Perry made. The have and have nots. So they told you that was blacks who had money. Now, Sister, I don't know what area if you only grew up in Texas, I'm assuming you only grew up in Texas. Is that correct? Or you grew up in other states? Well, because you know Texas. So our state, New York, ain't the same. Our state of New York was a socialist state from the get-go. We was getting government cheese. We was going to get stuff that we didn't, if y'all was getting it, we didn't know. And they want us to have babies and have our girlfriends, because I did it. You had your girlfriend have a baby, you work and don't put her, they made it clear, but you had to jump off that. Now we took it as get up. We called it get up. Use their money to get up. That's what we did. And we did all kind of shit in between with the get up money. But y'all try to act like our people wasn't help. Our people were helping. You wouldn't get this far without the generation, but we need more people to respect what Brother Mark say. See, wisdom was from the older people. But what happened is they reversed it through brainwashing. That's why y'all hate the knowledge of the old people now. Because first of all, Sister Shea and all y'all, I've been on my program, I said I was brainwashed. I gave whole checks away. I gave whole checks away to people who had real power. So I already know if you ain't willing to do that, how far would you really go? So I'm telling you straight up, the money game and all that y'all talking about, each generation changed up because they got better jobs. When your parents got better jobs, what you became? Middle class, like we did. Because we had the auto industry in New York. We had all the, and then when it went to shit, what came next? Your family become nurses, health providers. Because in order to control people, you have to take over the healthcare system. And Obama was the first of communist lineage from his parents. His mama was a communist. She was white. Everybody like they don't know that. Y'all do. But see how people don't want to put his white part together? They only want to give you a brainwashed version. His black part. His white part was communist. So he came to the healthcare system, which is today what we're going to be fighting for in these next elections for the union. For those who know, I'm in the union, and we're going to be fighting for that. Because your healthcare is the most expensive thing as you get old. So when you don't realize these principles, of course, the elderly people, who we will hope to be one day, we will lose out. And the young people, if the elderly lose out, what you think they got planned for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, y'all, Brother G, Brother G, hold on. Who that, Brother G? Hold on. Let's get Brother G in because he be trying to get in.
Yeah,
hey, and y'all keep in mind.
I just want to ask one question.
Hold on, Shane. Hold on before you ask a question. Y'all keep in mind, y'all, this is Urban Matters BMG. It is some very powerful minds on this panel right now. And y'all, you got to realize that, man, this ain't your average panel right here. You feel what I'm saying? So let's just keep that perspective in mind. Go ahead, bro, Shaq. And then, bro G. Shaq, give me 2 minutes. I got to get bro G in because he's been trying to get in.
Yeah, I just want to ask you a question. Anybody have the definition of communism for education?
It's from the subword communal.
Communal system.
Uh-huh.
However, the oligarchs are really controlling the government through the communal system. It's like
And the
how
community,
they say
the ant
now,
system.
everybody they're using code words like everybody pay their fair share. That's communism. Because okay, we can say capitalism or whatever, but capitalism is based off of individualism. Uh Pulling yourself up by your own bootstrap, and you live in your purpose. If you become rich, that's you. Every purpose is not the same, but that he rich with the self-hate. Well, what did he do to get himself there? How did you go to get yourself where you at? And see, the young people, well, first of all, there's no really jobs here because everything was phased out since Nixon went to China. But, and now, you're looking at the top percentile of the people. Yeah. So, but go ahead, my brother.
Cheap labor.
Finish.
Cheap labor.
Cheap labor.
Communism.
Shaq, why did you ask the question, Shaq?
Because communism is a classless society. That's what they try to claim it to be. But it's really the rich and the poor, and the rich passing down what they think the poor need or the people need, and let them control everything. So, but what are we looking for with that definition?
Control.
Brother Shaq,
He went out. Shaq.
is he still on, Brother Jew?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, he's still there. I think he's on. He may be on mute. I don't know. I can still see his. Yep, he just went out just now on us. He went out. But y'all keep in mind that plays a big part in what we're talking about on this topic tonight about what's going on with this immigration. That is a form of a communist type movement and a communist type of strategy. Let me play this real quick. This clip real quick. I've been having up for y'all. Let me play this real quick, and this will tell you the whole thing. I want to keep our minds on Haiti because Haiti is a very rich, resourceful land, and all of this started because of them damn Clintons. Keep that in mind.
Great gesture. Because she takes a tremendous amount of money, and you take a look at the people of Haiti. I was at a little Haiti the other day in Florida, and I want to tell you, they hate the Clintons because what's happened in Haiti with the Clinton Foundation is a disgrace. And you know it, and they know it, and everybody knows it. It's a criminal enterprise, and so many people know it. It's a criminal enterprise. Saudi Arabia giving $25 million, Qatar, all of these countries. You talk about women and women's rights. So these are people that push gays off buildings. These are people that kill women and treat women horribly, and yet you take their money. So I'd like to ask you right now, why don't you give back the money that you've taken from certain countries that treat certain groups of people so horribly? Why don't you give back the money? I think it would be a great...
There it is. Boom. Why don't you get the money back? Y'all remember they started all those projects in Haiti? That's throwback action right there, y'all.
You heard it when Elizée Dantour came on the show. We had the woman, we had Elizée Dantour on the show 3 times. She said that they didn't really believe when we told them that the earthquake machine, you remember that, Brother Juice?
Yeah.
Earthquake machine, all of a sudden they get taken over. The Clinton Foundation helped Aristide. I'm gonna bring it so it'll be quick. Aristide, remember Aristide came to Clinton. The Clinton Foundation came about. They killed Aristide, got his ass out. They've been killing ever since. Here's the thing. Lindsey Graham, for those of you who on Sunday, Helios, those of you know we bring their cult element to the history. If you don't understand their cult world to history, I don't know what to tell you really. But Lindsey Graham was against they wanted to defund the Hillary Bill Clinton Foundation. Everybody, did you know that? The one with the
Didn't know that.
diagram? Yeah, okay. So Haiti is a puzzle in the whole thing because they're the French. As long as the French is there, you know that you got the UN is there. Everything is there. So they taking over Haiti. They're gonna make that they port. They already got the port there. They got everything. The DR is next to Haiti. Everybody. They fixed up. Am I making this up, brother G? They fixed up
One
Haiti
river.
now, with the port ships go straight to Puerto Plata, and it's gonna be. It's already there. It's already started. It's already done. They doing it now. They gonna cleared out all the prostitution. They got them in a different area. Man, this shit gonna be all inclusive. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a resort. They got that's why see one thing about Trump, I love Trump because Trump is New York. He tell you what's on his damn mind, and we don't give a damn. You don't understand it because you ain't been through it. Because the people talk about they've been through stuff. Really, how much stuff you been through? You ever had guns on you? I mean, if you talk about what you've been through, it's gonna be really serious. When you go through some stuff, you say, well, people been threatened, like Ray Fauntleroy. People been destroyed for talking the way we talking now. So you better understand, you cannot talk in no other country like you talking right now.
Yes, sir. And y'all understand, man. They gotta destabilize Haiti at all costs. Remember that. Let me play a quick, and we're gonna go there.
Since the 2010
with the GR right next to
16 years since the earth violently shook. Buildings crumbled into dust. Towers collapsed. Our nation was brought to its knees. The earthquake only lasted 35 seconds, but it took the lives of over 300,000 Haitians, and it left the rest of us with a void, a pain that we will feel the rest of our lives. Now, for those of us who are still here, we have a responsibility. God left us here on this earth because our mission isn't over yet. Each of us carries an assignment that no one else can fulfill. There's something specific that only you can do to help Haiti advance, to rebuild, to rise. And so that's how we honor the lost, not just by remembering them, but by continuing the work that they no longer can. Haiti, pas péri. Viva.
Viva Haiti. Viva Haiti. So you can't flee. You can't flee.
All their politicians is Democrats. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be quiet.
You can't flee, my brother Haitians and sisters. You cannot flee. Go build up Haiti. That's what this is. This is a new era for y'all. It's written. You gotta go back to Haiti and do your thing.
They ain't going, bro. They Democrats.
Go ahead, bro G. Bro G, go ahead.
It was just, yeah. It was just a short thought, but maybe sending them back may be a good thing because Haiti really doesn't have. Haiti really doesn't have a government, and guess who's running Haiti? The Lebanese.
That's right.
The Lebanese.
The Lebanese.
The Lebanese are running Haiti right now. Besides barbecue. But my train go back to the thought of Sister Shea. And when I want to talk about the different phases that we've gone through from the feminism thing, when feminism wasn't even about our sisters, but our sisters got involved with it. Then we went to the LBJ phase, and then all these different phases that we've gone through, and we fought the fight, and we were in there. And as we look from whence we came to now, and we look at the inclusion and the holding hands and the kumbaya, this shit was a whole big psyop because all the Panthers, all the Crips, all the Bloods, all that shit was a psyop because a lot of these people, they went back to Russia and Cuba and all the, they were Marxists. They were indoctrinated with this shit. All the Panthers, all that snake, all that. So, and we've been talking for generations about reparations, But in Auntie Maxine, vote for me, and I'm gonna give you reparation. That shit, we ain't heard no more about that. So, but our biggest challenge right now, and like I say, maybe sending them back to Haiti would be a good thing because you could overpower the Lebanese that are really running your country because Haiti is the richest Arab nation in the Western Hemisphere. Silver, bauxite,
That's what I said.
lithium, gold, oil, diamonds, and the Clintons got a big stake in it. And when
Yes,
that
they
shit
do.
ran off of Ilion and they had that shit, and to make them pay back reparations for defeating their own country, and the United States just sat back and folded Haitians who are Catholic, what they call the Catholic boys, the
Jesuits.
mercenaries,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesuits, all them are
Jesuits.
Yeah.
Catholics, Catholic
Yeah.
Democrats,
All of the
Why
all
Jesuits.
of them.
That's right. The
why do we
Catholic.
all let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all always refer back to this secret society and all that? My question is, you said, Brother G, reparations been on the table since the 80s or whatever. Why y'all didn't fight for
Before
that?
that,
Before that,
who?
why y'all didn't push y'all politicians to fight that to get that across the aisle? And
Well,
whoever
Well, we
pushed
did.
for it
hold
get
on,
power.
hold
They in
on,
secret societies
Hold
with
on, one
people
at a
who
time.
know
One
Brother
at a
because
time.
G, Brother G.
because what's that politician out of California, the one who voted against he voted against the status quo when it came to the
they governor
inclusive.
now.
No, this was back in the day. The black politician, it was people like him who voted
Willie
equal
Brown?
opportunity.
Willie
No, not
Brown.
really.
That's it.
It was the
Okay.
other one. But anyway, it
Oh,
was people like those, the Black Boule Society, Brad, the
Bradley.
Bradley.
doorkeepers. No, it wasn't Bradley either. Yeah.
Man,
But
Bradley.
Gatekeepers.
anyway, yeah, our particular black Congressional Black Caucus who always instead of you fight for black rights, you put everybody inclusive in it when everybody don't include you in what they do. And when they come here, they come under their flag, even though they getting paid, they send their money back home. See, like I said earlier, even
I get what you saying, Brother G, but why? 80 to 90% of people, if you pushing reparations, we talking about voting as a block. Dr. Claude Anderson, right? Y'all had some blueprints from
yeah,
a lot of people,
Well, we did
right?
reparations. We
When
We
reparations
put it on the table. We put it on the
reparations
table.
put on the table.
right,
yeah,
but when
and
reparations came about, hold on, when reparations came about, that should have been, y'all don't get that voted across, we not voting for you like we do. Okay,
Who's
y'all
we?
ain't got what we want, we just sit at home.
Who's
And
Y'all
we?
do that across the
we got
nation.
the
Y'all
numbers
do that
to
Who,
across
say,
the
who we
nation.
talking? Who we
we
Y'all
got
do
the
that.
numbers to say
your
that
area?
you
So
don't
y'all
have
got
no choice.
reparations.
No, I'm trying to figure out.
We're not voting for you.
So y'all got reparations now.
So what I'm saying is, in the 1980s, hold on, Brother Mark.
Y'all got reparations.
What I'm saying,
I'm trying
in
to
the
figure that out.
1980s, don't get offended because I'm just saying
Oh,
that's
I
when
know the
we
facts, so that's why I'm listening.
yeah, I'm asking for y'all generation.
Okay.
How did y'all just keep voting for somebody that didn't push what we needed for our communities?
That should
Well,
be
That's
see,
why
asking
I'm
for
asking.
reparations.
How 80 to 90? If Brother G just said reparations since the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you all get together? Y'all
it
had the
was
blueprint. Y'all
They
had
did
money.
get
Ward
together.
Conley.
It's
Ward
called Ed
Conley
Coder.
was the
Why
guy.
didn't y'all get together and
They
say,
did.
if y'all don't push this reparations,
But
we not voting for
because
y'all?
the Black Caucus
Yeah, they
right
said,
there in the
oh, it
city,
need be more studies done.
that's what they
and
said.
and see that goes back to what I said earlier. See, pointing fingers is not the way. looking into what happened is the way,
But
because
did
we
anybody
can
look it
learn.
up and
We can
say,
learn. Yeah, I can tell you.
if
That's
you
what we all telling
it
you.
wasn't a study, because the gentleman who put it in place has been in place. He tried to push for it almost every year to get the guy who created it.
John Connolly.
Ward
They didn't back him. They didn't support him. Y'all didn't rally around him to say, "Hey, support this bill. If not, we not voting for you
Now,
out."
remember now, that's in the 70s. That's in the 70s. Many of us young too. And then, what year you was born, Sister, so we can get an idea of what you talking about? Because you act like you
I was born in the 80s. I'm just saying,
so you in the 80s.
81 to be
You in the
exact. But
early
I'm
hip hop
just
era.
saying, I don't.
So
I'm
your
just
era
trying to
came in
see
when
how
we came
y'all
out.
let
Let
all this.
me chime in a little bit.
I understand
Sister Shell, let me chime
as
in.
a blocks, right? Like the Somalians doing, for example, right? The Somalians and the Muslims and
What
Billboard
Somalians
Mission,
then? Not
right?
then.
Dr.
Well, I
Claude
think
Anderson gave
let me
y'all
say
a
this.
blueprint. So when
Well,
Brother G talk about
half of the people didn't even know who Dr. Claude Anderson was.
At that time.
You hear about Dr. Claude Anderson.
She heard it
Half of the
now.
people did,
At that
right.
time, there was no Dr. Claude Anderson. That's correct. She hearing something new and thinking that
Right.
Let me chime in.
It's Dr. Claude
Y'all let me
Anderson is
chime in.
not
Y'all
new,
let me chime in.
he's not
Y'all let
new.
me chime in, Sister Shell. Hold
That's
on, Sister
not
Shell.
new.
Hold
I'm
on.
asking why y'all didn't stand behind the issue.
Y'all
Okay,
come
let's
on
take
now.
Dr. Claude Anderson out of it. Why didn't you stand about an important issue such as
Sister
that, like
Shell.
the rap, the destructive rap music, the crack cocaine? I could go on and on.
Sister Shell, I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you, Mark, let me get this.
Nobody.
All right,
I'm telling you.
All right,
Just
bro.
like one
Order,
example.
order,
Sister Shell,
I'm not trying to
let
be
Brother
spiteful.
Juice.
order.
Yes,
When
you
they
are.
okay, go ahead, Brother Juice.
I'm telling you what happened. I was a victim of this as well. I used to vote Democrat. I'm telling you, I'll point the finger at myself. I'll start with myself. I literally believed that I was an African American. Right there, we deceived right there because we don't even know our true identity because we have been a part of a political system for so long that was created and controlled by the Boule. Now, this is where, like Dry Bones say, when you go to talking about the Boule, you're talking about a people of a cult type, a cult type of what's the word I'm looking for? That's where they derive from,
Right.
and so these people were put into place as, like the brother said, gatekeepers. Brother G said that.
She know that.
Gatekeepers. So gatekeepers will fool everybody because they were the educated class of people. So we looked at them as the black leadership in America. But dumb Negroes were so blind, they were so deceived, Sister Shell, they didn't even know. Malcolm X was trying to put it out there. Look how they did Malcolm X. Malcolm X was saying everything that we saying right now. Malcolm was saying this in the 60s.
That's right.
He was saying it.
But
they was vilifying, hold up, Sister Shell. They was vilifying us the same way they vilifying us right now with Urban Matters. We are critical thinkers here at Urban Matters on this panel. You're a critical thinker. The way that you think will never be accepted by the masses. It just won't. Because the masses are useless eaters. And when you got so many people that is working against the critical thinkers, the intelligent thinkers, we just got to keep hashing away. We can't get on a panel like we are now and we saying, oh, well, y'all, because we're not amongst those numbers. We are something different here. You see what I'm saying? And so we have we just a 300. We the great 300, and we could change things, but we're gonna have to get with your generation of 300. We're gonna have to get with my generation of 300. And we're going to have to get with the elders' generation of 300. Now, some of our elders has passed. I lost my mama and my daddy. But one thing I can say about my mama, before she passed away, she said, baby, she said, you know all that stuff you've been telling me about religion? She said, now my mama went to a seminary school, so she know how to break down doctrine. So she was like, baby, all that stuff you've been saying, it's for real. The way that we worship is totally out of line. And she said that before she passed away, that on her dying bed, she said that. So some of them did wake up, Sister Shell, but it just wasn't enough of them.
Well, let me pose it like this, Brother Juice. Did y'all get scared maybe after Malcolm died, maybe after Martin died? Nobody picked up the mantle and kept it going. After Medgar Evers died, did
Yes.
y'all just
That's
get
way
scared?
back.
Huh?
That's way back.
Yeah, and people did. Martin Luther King died in '68, same year I was born.
Me
Um,
too. Me too.
and yes, people did pick it up. But see, what we got to do is realize, and that's what I said earlier. These people have thousands of focus groups. So, and these focus groups are already thinking on your next move. So when you come out with you know what, I use this as an example. Like when Kaepernick was kneeling, right? I don't care how many times he would explain why he was kneeling. What did they do? They kept saying the exact same thing.
They censored
And they stick to code. And they have an answer for your answer. So when you go to wherever with your argument, they send their people out to handle your argument or to counteract it. You know, just like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh no, Blue Lives Matter. Well, all lives should matter. So they have mastered that psyop thing, and that's what we got to
Hegelian
realize.
dialect.
Well, I don't. If you talk about, so like you said, Black Lives Matter, but my generation, a lot of us didn't fall for this because we started doing our research. Hold on, this gay, trans, LGBT, hold on, they co-opt the movement.
You heard that from people like us on the radio on these shows.
Hold on, but y'all didn't do it though. Y'all didn't do it. So even
what you talking about, sister? What
different movements that were
who you looked up to, sister?
If we talk about getting behind
tell us who you looked up to.
I'm
saying a lot of stuff, but you ain't giving. Who you looked up to? Answer the question. Who you looked up to when you was growing up?
Myself, because I read.
Come on, now you sound narcissistic yourself.
But that's what I'm saying. See,
you ain't have nobody that you looked up to in your whole life that you would say. So you never been brainwashed or nothing. That's what you trying to say? Nothing brainwashed you.
Well, I think what it is like Dr. Claude Anderson said.
Have you ever been brainwashed?
Going back, let me talk to the host. Brother Juice, going back. What I'm saying here,
I noticed
when we talk about together, uniting together, that's why I said, was it just fear? Maybe because Malcolm got took out, Martin got took out, but if we
you wasn't born then, we experienced that. You didn't experience no Malcolm and all that. We did.
You interrupted me. I mean, I know when it's your show, you can talk, but let me speak. Brother Juice, can you mute him?
Speaking a lot.
Can I finish my point?
Y'all let her finish. Let her finish.
Can I finish?
Speaking a lot.
Land your plane. Land your plane,
This is
sister.
what I'm talking about. We start making points, trying to get understanding, and then y'all get.
Land your plane, sister. Land your plane. Come on. Stay focused.
So the point I'm trying to make is who I'm thinking for. I'm thinking for myself, but the point I'm trying to make, like Brother Mark stated, Black Lives Matter. Well, we didn't get all behind Black Lives Matter. We revealed Black Lives Matter. What they were doing, how the movement.
No, let her talk. Let her talk.
How it was. Well, that's what I'm saying. How we didn't fall, like you say, Brother Juice, for the Jedi mind trick, right? Like we don't care if somebody say something about us, toxic masculinity, censoring us. We're still sticking up regardless. So
right. Let me answer that, Sister Shell.
Well, we had all these issues going on back then. I don't care if you born in '68. We still had the '70s. We still had the '80s. We still had the '90s, even if we was coming up and young. And I don't want to hear about being brainwashed and propaganda, because at some point you got to think for yourself. Like I say, you can go buy a house and research and do that. You can go buy a vehicle, research and do that. How
you brainwashed?
Oh, 80 to 90%.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to figure out. She don't even want to say, she can't answer the question. So go ahead, keep talking, sister. We're gonna let you talk.
You're not even.
I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Let me say something, Sister Shell. Sister Shell, let me land your plane.
I'm just asking.
We gotta understand, Sister Shell. Let me land your plane.
No, let them, Brother Juice, respect.
No, you respectfully.
Let him explain, and I'm just elaborating off what Brother Mark said about BLM. Well, we tore down BLM.
Wait. First of all, I didn't say anything about BLM. I just mentioned them. I wasn't saying that. I was behind them or anything else. See, you're talking the entire while I'm talking. So I didn't say all of that about BLM. I never got with them really. And
No,
you
I'm
know,
not saying you got
you
with them.
saying
I said the
so
issue is
you're
Black Lives Matter. I didn't say you got with
okay.
them.
You
I'm
wait,
just
wait, but
saying
you
how
wait.
we fought
I
against
thought I was
BLM.
talking.
We
I thought your plane kind of landed.
we didn't let
Now
them infiltrate us. But go ahead.
who infiltrated who? Because you're a millennial. And I'm sorry, ma'am, you're inaccurate. You're inaccurate.
About what?
So you're acting like, and see, that's what we keep
Y'all didn't
saying.
do
And
nothing. Yeah, I am.
wait, hold on.
So the show,
See,
let them finish. Let them
oh, you're
finish.
the only one to put in work. Your generation and millennials. You show me the work of millennials. List it, please, and have that ready for me. And then I'll do the same thing with the X's. But it's not about that. Once again, it's about us coming together and learning. And that's what we was trying to tell you. They co-opt things to where when you have a positive movement going, they infiltrate that movement. I don't care who you think you are, your movement will get infiltrated, and then they start bringing negativity into it, and then they start guiding it. That happened with every movement. So what we're saying is, let's find out the good, let's find out the bad, and let's learn from it, just like these thousands of focus groups do in every situation here in America. And then we guide our own ship with information, the good and the bad. Not because your generation ain't nothing great, but it does have great things in it. My generation, nothing great, but it's got great parts in it. But you can't shit on an entire generation or your entire history, sound like you doing, and act like that this is your generation is the one, because people can always mess that up. So find the good in each generation and work with that. That's called a foundation. But when you try to reinvent the wheel every time, you're just putting the spur behind. Learn from experience.
Bro Z, go ahead, bro. Goodbye. You got something?
No, I can't make a comment at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, like I said, man, I think what it is that y'all generation, Sister Share, y'all have way better opportunity with information and data. So back in the baby boomers generations, I remember when I was in fifth, sixth grade, they came out with I think they came out with Coleco and Apple. This is when Apple used to be called Macintosh. They were a computer company called Macintosh. And that's when computers first started making the scene. And even with then, you had to command the computer. It wasn't, you couldn't click and drag and do none of that. You had to literally know how to type code in order to operate a computer. So what am I saying? Say that again.
Yep. Took me and my brother a week to write the code just to make a stick man dribble the ball down the court. Go ahead, brother.
What am I saying? Dr. Claude Anderson said it best. He said, if you don't have the ability and the capability to communicate to your people, then you're doomed. And so I think with communications became a little bit more enhanced around the 90s and the 2000s. Y'all remember 2000? Y'all remember when they had all of us around here scared thinking that when the 2000 hit, when the 2000 bug hit, we were going to lose all the lights and everything was going to go out and we was going to be under a blackout? Well,
yes, sir.
What Brother Mark is saying, they got people like COINTELPRO. The reason why Black Lives Matter was so powerful, even though they infiltrated and they did some stuff that we thought was because they put the name black in it, all of us fell for it. I don't care who you is. When BLM came on the scene, all of us fell for it. But once we got the gathering information, we saw that these people were a bunch of tethers working for the Democrat Party. But one thing what made them so powerful, they were a leaderless movement. You didn't know who the leader was. So you didn't know how to target people. I always tell people all my leaders were assassinated. Malcolm, Martin, Fred. You know
All
what I'm
the
saying?
leaders we grew up hearing about.
Yeah, they were.
We young. We young.
Right.
When we grew up hearing about them dying through after years of seeing it on TV and so forth, we
Right.
knew who they was. But the leaders that she talking about today, for such that most of the leaders of her era really are the AI techs. If you want to
Right.
go with the
Well, what she's
generation.
saying, Dry Bones, what she's saying, they generation is a little bit more powerful than ours because why? You can't pinpoint a leader. All of them have the mindset to where they're gonna try to change things, but
Because
as
of
they
social
said, as
media.
Brother Mark said, you will be infiltrated, Sister Shell. So keep that in mind. You will
that's
be
why-
infiltrated.
That's why
Can
we do
I
this program.
hop on that?
Sister Shell, you did a good thing. You see how you brought the fire to give us some thinking points, because we need to think about how each generation was good, each generation was bad, and from you telling us to look at it now, we could take from what we seen good in ours and those that we, like you just heard Brother Juice said his mama told him. That had to make you feel so good, bro, to have
Yes,
your
sir.
mama confirm and validate all that people told you was crazy about Dr. Juice. She said
Right.
you was telling
Because
the truth.
what she did, Dry Bones, I got tired of failing. I seen that the worshiping that we were doing, we wasn't getting nowhere. People were still being downtrodden,
And she
poor.
told you.
I said, Mama,
Hey,
I cannot keep. Go ahead, bro G.
No, what I was gonna add to what both of y'all was saying and to what Sister Cher was saying too, is that we seen our leaders and we saw what happened to them, right? But however, we never knew the gist of who was the secret agent, who was the betrayer, and we got bits and pieces of it until all of the pieces were released to know that Jesse was the Judas, King was the agent, Malcolm was the real nigga who was kicking all the juice, but because NOI had a secret relationship with the Klan and they was undercover and all that shit came out later on. So what you saying is kind of true, but then those of us who was just looking at the shit and just visualizing the shit, we didn't get that shit till later on. And so now when everything came out, we said, oh yeah, we saw the agent, we saw
No, they got
the
us.
infiltrator, and yada yada yada.
Right.
But you're right.
Remember,
Now
we
just
stopped.
did,
We
did some
stopped
other stuff
apartheid.
tonight. We did some powerful stuff tonight. We made the whole thing full circle tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tonight, and you gotta have some fire. Thank you, Sister Cher, for that fire. We need that fire because
I
fire
remember.
get your body hot.
I remember in college, Jesse Jackson running for president, and Jesse Jackson, because he was there with Dr. Martin Luther King, he had so much power.
Yeah.
And our generation stopped apartheid in South Africa.
Yes, right.
We did.
Right.
Because Jesse say we're gonna boycott Coke, and not one Negro drunk a Coke. If Jesse say we're not gonna do this, we didn't do it.
But we ain't know Trump was behind
Jesse
who gave him the money to run the campaign in Trump Towers. Come on, everybody. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah,
And so
facts.
And
Facts
so
matter.
I remember that so clearly when they was talking about apartheid. I didn't even know what apartheid was. And I had to look it up and find out what it was, and we all shut it down, no more. And we stood out there, we picketed, we did whatever we had to do, and we stopped apartheid, not here in America, in South Africa. So we all, it's a lot of stuff in history that happened that ain't got publicized like it should, and so forth. But information has changed quite a bit.
Yes, it
And
has.
and even though Dr. Claude Anderson was right here in Florida,
Yes, he was.
over education, we didn't know who
Education,
the
yes,
hell
sir.
Dr. Claude Anderson was.
I ain't hear about Dr. Claude till about 5-10 years ago,
We
maybe,
met
y'all.
him. We met him and talked to him. And Dr. Claude Anderson was with Jimmy Carter.
Right. He was in the Carter, and that's the 70s.
Yeah, he's with the Carter administration, and how he made his fame, he started revealing what was going on to certain degrees.
Yep.
Because you have to look into what he say to get the even deeper messages. He ain't gonna give you everything. He gave us enough.
Well, he couldn't dry bones because you know them people are tenured. They'll take his tenure away if they'll take your education away. They'll take your PhD away.
They can kill you, like the Clintons. See,
They will show up.
Yeah,
Yes.
when you got the real talk, and you get to the people that's really powerful, you got to be very careful. Like when Sister Sherry I told her, when you go to these places, you better make sure that you got the right people around you, because when you say things, you got people today who are put in place to distract and create chaos. They call agent. So this is why I tell people
Agent
today,
provocateurs.
and we just seen now we're in a different era now, because the civil rights movement, it was violent, but now we used to think it was only white. It was only white. Because this program today tells you that they're protecting certain people, certain statuses, because they were brought in to create the Red Dawn, meaning that you don't even know who these people was put in the country. Remember that time when they had all men was coming in, no women was coming in, just all men when they first started letting Biden get totally crazy with it. Those men, in my intelligentsia people, and I deal with a lot. I talk to white folks too. I still listen to white folks, patriot groups. Now those groups,
information, yes, sir.
That's right. Those groups, we must be careful, because they just had a shooting up in Seattle. They doing all this stuff with your boy Crump with the killings. He trying to make a tour with this. He on about 3 families in that don't have nothing to do with this dude that got killed in Texas, Mississippi. Ain't got nothing to do with it. But they are being killings around the city. Miami. Y'all forgot we had people get killed. A chick was hung in Glen Cherry, a black neighborhood in Miami. So they are going to create, in my estimation, what we see, the race war will be even heightened higher, because of the fact that they know they got to take these primaries. And communist people rule through chaos. Remember that.
Well, look what the damn what's the name just got caught up in, dry bones. What they call they just got caught funding the damn white supremacists. What's
it's the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right there tells you something. And that's Jewish control. That's the Jewish control mechanism. Now, I'm going to say this. This is scary stuff. Y'all can look it up yourself. I keep telling people, at that Lindsey Graham, I watched the funerals because they Masonic. Those funerals tell you everything. That funeral, did you see the high-level sheik of Saudi Arabia there?
Wow.
Go look at the audience. He was in the audience. They ain't say shit to him. They left that motherfucker had the whole garb on. They ain't say one word to that sucker. So I said to myself, that's why I told y'all the 250-year anniversary, Morocco, the Treaty of Friendship and Peace. You don't understand who that treaty is for. And you understand that man was in that. He was right behind the rest of them. He had a segment right behind everybody, and they had all the people that I said, look who there. They had your boy there from Ukraine. You had Netanyahu there, and they killed him. Now he was the one voting on the weapons. So look up. I want y'all to go really on Sunday. Look up Lindsey Graham, what he was over, so we can have a real intelligent conversation about this.
He was chairman of the Arms Committee.
Yeah. You see, when they kill people, they don't kill people for nothing. That man had a vote that was necessary for what's about to take place. So I'm gonna set up. I'm ready. Y'all gonna hype me up. Y'all, this is a beautiful program.
And me and Sister Shell, listen, me and Sister Shell, we've been having some deep conversations about the money game. And
Yes.
I know we talking about, immigration tonight, and I know we kind of went to talking into the subject we're in now. But man, like you say, Dry Bone, all this other shit is a deflection, man. We got to get on that money game. It's a lot of moves being made with that U.S. dollar. It's a lot of more. You notice y'all don't even hear about that Fed coin no more, but that shit's still in play.
That
shit's still in play.
The stock market went crazy today, pretending like they was happy. Now, Sister Cheryl say Japan went down, but that's probably because they can buy in to the investments that they got going on. Because one thing about Japan, somebody said something.
Pumpkin donor.
Yeah,
he said
right.
Pump and dump.
I want y'all to know something.
Pump and dump. Yeah. But you buy when it's low.
Sister Cheryl, your area. We need you to tell us everything going on. Your area is the Lone Star State. You better understand what that means. That's why I say go look up your secret stuff like I told you. Your state and our state here in Florida, they're going to use the water. They need the water to create the AI. Go ahead. I'm finished. That's it.
There go the sheet right there.
So that means your water bill going up for the data centers that they creating.
Correct.
Water shortage.
Look at the sheet.
Water
Look at the
wars.
high sheet. Look at the high sheet, baby. That's who ruling right there.
That MSB.
Okay.
Is that MSB?
I don't know what
that ain't MSB. That's his. I think that's his uncle, ain't it?
Yeah. Emissary. MSB. Yeah.
That's his emissary. No, that ain't him. That's the emissary. They ain't gonna send him over there because he got the ambassador. They got the emissary. The emissary right there in DC.
Now you just heard Trump talking shit about it. They sent all that money to y'all, motherfucking Hillary.
Vice President Vance, members of the cabinet, members of the House and Senate, distinguished guests, Darlene, and the entire Graham family. We love you all. Today we gather in the deepest gratitude and profoundest sorrow to honor a beloved friend, a devoted brother, a respected statesman, a giant of the United States Senate, and a true American original who left us much too soon. And that can only be the one and only Lindsey Graham. By the strength of his steadfast convictions, the force of his magnetic personality, and the goodness of his noble soul, Lindsey rose from a small town in rural South Carolina, a place he loved so much, to become a constant fixture of American politics at the highest level, and a force to be reckoned with all over the world. For more than 30 years, nothing of consequence happened in this capital without Lindsey Graham knowing about it. Nothing of significance happened anywhere in the world without Lindsey Graham.
All right, we gonna watch that on our leisure. That's some good shit. I'm gonna go watch that in a minute, y'all. Well, listen, man, this has been a great, great show. I thank y'all for all these powerful minds joining us here at Urban Matters BMG. And we thank you for all the insight and Sister Shell holding it down. This is why this sister gets so much respect from me. Look at her. She in here standing in the paint with all these dudes.
Hell yeah. I'm going to give her credit for that one.
Hey, Sister Shell. Hey, Sister Shell, we love you. We love you, babe. Much respect.
She is a jewel. She is a jewel,
love you,
man.
Babe.
I'm telling you.
Love you.
And then let me give y'all a little backstory of how me and Sister Shell first linked up. I heard her on Dry Bones show. I kept hearing his voice, but the whole time she talking about that money game. So boy, as soon as my antennas went to standing straight up, I was like, yeah, she different. She different, man. And I had to find out who she was. I say, God damn, I gotta find out who she is, man, because
Definitely.
everybody don't know about this stuff. Like that money game, man. I'm telling y'all, this shit, that rabbit hole goes so deep, it will scare the freak out of you. I'm telling you, what they doing right now, and you talk up when you go to talking about. I'm telling you what I heard her say. I heard her say something about the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. When she said that, I was like, man, I dropped everything I was doing. I was like, because I've been studying this shit, y'all, heavy for like at least 15 years, bro. And I'm telling you, the basket of currencies is changing. China dollar right now, they call it the Chinese yuan. They call it the renminbi in country. They call it the renminbi. That's what they money call. That shit is right now $9 to US one. Probably less now with the US. We probably at 50 cents now to they $9. These people went from a third world country to a superpower in 20 years.
With the help of the United States.
We made them.
Yeah.
Hey, Sister Shell, we love you, baby. We thank you for standing in the paint and 10-toe down. And you a real soldierette, baby. I appreciate you.
Yes,
You got
ma'am.
all my respect, man.
She said, hey, she
Like,
stood in the paint with y'all ass,
like
man.
Brother Dry Bones say, she made people dig deep, dig deep and step up. That's what we got to do on these shows. We can't fall asleep. So great job keeping us awake, Sister Cher. Great job.
And we got to get some more sisters like you, Sister Cher, your age group and your mindset, and we gotta seek this, man. Because look at you, Sister Cher, perfect example of what we're talking about tonight. You are like, I don't even know how to explain it. You're a phenomenon. I mean, how many people your age and how many people in your area are doing what you're doing? We are like a few. We have a few population of people that think like this, critical thinkers. Everybody else on some goofy shit right now. They trying to get flued out somewhere. They trying to waste money. They're oblivious to what's going on right now with the world and the economy. So salute to you, my good sister. Salute to you. We're gonna ride out. Peace, peace.
$250 years ago, it was 1776.
Wow. There you go. Great observation, Mr. Goodbar.
76 is important